Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. It's that time of year again when Sephora is about to hold their huge spring sale. So in today's video, I will be sharing all of my shopping recommendations as well as my personal wish list. I'm going to pop a little blurb up on the screen right now. This has all of the dates, the coupon code, everything you need to know, and of course this will all be listed down in the description box as well. The most important thing you need to know is that if you are VIB Rouge, you can begin shopping this Friday. So make your list. You still have a couple days to figure it out. Anytime there's a sale like this, whether it be Sephora, Nordstrom, doesn't really matter the retailer, I always recommend taking a look at the things that you use the most, the things that you're constantly restocking and repurchasing. For you, that might be skincare or foundations, sunscreen, mascara, whatever it is. I consider this category to be basics. So here I have my notebook. I have everything separated by category. I'm very organized this time around. So I have basics. I also have a little section here that I'm calling special treats. These are items that are not essential. They're just sort of nice to have, and you might want to pick them up since you can get them for a discount. I also have some hair care recommendations, some fragrance recommendations, of course, and then at the end, I'm going to share my personal wish list. These are the things that I plan to pick up during the sale this year. Let's begin with basics, and keep in mind this is going to be a very personal category, so these are all my basics. They're things that you've probably heard me talk about dozens of times. You can always reference any past monthly favorites videos. I recently did a luxury beauty starter kit. That entire list, if it was available at Sephora, it's going to be on here. So these are just the items that when I think about the products that I just love the most and I get so much use out of, I just basically listed it. So it's also the longest column here on my list. Starting with number 1, which is Dior Air Flash. And you could replace this with your favorite foundation. I just really love the formula and I have a few backups already, so this is not something that I need to replace this time around for the sale, but I own this foundation in a couple different shades. So if you have a tried and true foundation that you love, you never want to go without it, if you tend to get more color over the summer, maybe now's the time to pick it up in a darker shade. Or maybe you've always been in between shades. Maybe you should pick up a lighter shade. So something to keep in mind. But I also realized that going into the hotter months, some people don't want to wear a foundation at all. So this may not be something that you should consider, but maybe pick up something instead like a tinted moisturizer. My recommendation would be the Touche Éclat All-in-One Glow. Oh, this just looks so beautiful on the skin. It's very lightweight. It's next to nothing. It doesn't have a ton of sun protection, SPF 23, but it looks really beautiful. It's oil-free, water-based, hyaluronic acid, so it's plumping. It won't dry out your skin. On days that I'm just running out of the door, this is my number 1 choice for light coverage. If you usually spend a lot of time outdoors, I know that applies to none of us at the moment, but think far into the future. If you do tend to spend time at the pool, go to the beach, if you take any weekend trips or you just like outdoor activities, I would recommend picking up a great sunscreen. My personal favorite for the face is Clarins. I don't have it here with me right now. I keep it with my gym stuff because I usually apply that whenever we take the bikes out. I love this sunscreen from Clarins because it is so thin, it's lightweight. It looks really nice underneath makeup, but also if you just wear it by itself, it's great. It doesn't irritate my skin at all. Even when I'm actively working out, sweating, it doesn't burn my eyes. So this would be my number 1 choice, but the great thing about Sephora is that they have so many different options. So if you don't really like a lotion or you prefer a non-aerosol can, I saw a spray oil, they have mousse, they have sunscreen in any form. So many different brands to choose from, so I'm going to link a couple different options down in the description box. That way you can check them out and see if there's something that interests you. I mentioned my luxury beauty starter kit. Well, I pulled a lot of those products out again because they're worth mentioning for the sale. I would love to take advantage and pick these things up again at a discount. The Pat McGrath Labs concealer is so good. It is worth trying if you haven't. I don't think I'm going to need to replace this for such a long time. It would feel sort of wasteful for me to pick up a second or even a different shade, but I absolutely love this. If I didn't already own this, I would purchase it. Also, the YSL Touche Cloth 3D All Over Glow Powder. I didn't even realize this was available at Sephora. I just sort of double checked and I saw it was there. So hands down, one of my favorite purchases of 2020. I think this is going to go down as one of the best launches. This makes your makeup look so beautiful. It is stunning. I cannot recommend this enough. It's $48, so if you can save some money, well worth it. I also have the Guerlain Terracotta Light Bronzer. I love these bronzers. I think a Guerlain bronzer is such a classic staple to have in any makeup collection, but definitely a luxury makeup collection. And they're $54, that's pretty expensive for a bronzer, so you can pick it up at a discount, well worth it. I've used shade 03 in the past. If you're familiar with some of my older videos, this is 04 Deep Golden. It is very bronze goddess, so beautiful. In fact, I think I'll probably check out some of the meteorites and see what they have available right now at Sephora. Love this bronzer. I also have the Dior Rosy Glow Blush. I think this is a great blush to get started. If you don't own a lot of blushes, it's nice to have. It works with the moisture level in your skin, so it's going to give you a custom glow. Everybody has their own natural flush. It is so pretty for spring, summer. It's a very universally flattering shade. My one complaint about this product is that the mirror does not work. This is frosted, blurry, and I sometimes will open it up, think that I can use it as a mirror, and then I realize, oh yeah, I can't see anything. As if my eyes weren't already going. Trying to do your makeup in this mirror will make you depressed. So the mirror doesn't work, that's okay. It's relatively inexpensive for a Dior blush. I really love it. Another one of my favorite blushes of all time is the Liquid Orgasm blush from NARS. This is a bestseller. They have a couple different shades, so I am somewhat tempted to pick up a different shade. This bottle has lasted me such a long time, and I am slowly but surely getting through it. I'm probably halfway done, but it's taken me a long time to just get halfway. You only need the teeny tiniest bit, but it looks so beautiful on the cheeks. It's so natural. I may have to see what other shades they have, but if you love the original Orgasm blush, you will love this, especially spring, summer, when you want that fresh-faced, very natural. You don't want to layer on a ton of powder. This is beautiful. It is not a cream blush, it is a liquid blush, so it's so thin, so lightweight. I just absolutely love this. I have another foundation here, so my apologies. These are not in any particular order. I will list them down below in the description box in order so that it makes sense, but I wanted to call out the All Hours foundation because this is one of my favorite full coverage, special occasion, perhaps a wedding or headshots type of foundation. And right now Sephora has a great little set. It's the same price as the foundation, but you get 2 little mini samples of the Blur Primer. It contains the Blur Gold and the Blur Silver, so that way you can try both. Those are best sellers for them, so it's kind of nice to be able to get a little something extra with your foundation. I love that one. And then here I have the Tom Ford Eye Defining Pen. I keep this in my top drawer, and it is my #1 go-to for liquid eyeliner. Because I use liquid eyeliner just about every single day, it is a product that I tend to go through. So I'll generally use up 3 or 4 pens over the course of a year. Not this. This has been the only Tom Ford pen that I've ever had to get because it's just still going strong. So with this, I probably wouldn't need to replace it for a while. Even still, they last a very long time. If you can get a discount, well worth the investment. I have 2 eyeshadow palettes here, both from Charlotte Tilbury, and both I would consider to be basics simply because they are classic palettes that you could use every single day. They could be your one go-to palette. The first one is her new Copper Charge. I love this palette and I have got so much use out of it, and I think it is just easy. These colors are really flattering. It's pretty makeup, so I think someone called me out for calling this boring. It's not boring, it's beautiful, but they're just earth tones, neutral shades. So this isn't going to appeal to some people who probably own 10 palettes that look very similar. If you're not one of those people and you're sort of considering it, I recommend it. The quality of these shadows is amazing. I love these kind of shimmery shades. The pop shade is sort of pretty. It's very sheer. And then this color right here, it's basic, it's so simple and easy, and it's a great palette for every single day. Now, if you want something a little bit larger, of course, I have to talk about the Pillow Talk Instant Eye Palette because I'm obsessed with it. I'm thinking to myself, I wonder when I'm going to hit pan on some of these shadows because I've just been using it every single day. And I start to try to convince myself to pick up a second one. I am going to resist the urge. That would be too ridiculous, but I absolutely love this palette. I haven't talked about this next item for a while because it was filthy, and now it's my only clean brush and all of my other brushes are filthy. So that's a goal that I've set for myself tonight. I'm going to finally deep clean all of my brushes because they're desperate. They have layers upon layers. They're just caked full of makeup and it is so gross. But now the Marc Jacobs is clean, so I want to just draw attention to it because it is one of the best foundation brushes. This is the Face 3. I could have sworn Sephora carried more face brushes from Marc Jacobs, but I only saw 2. So I'm going to have to go back and check because I wanted to pick them all up. I just love this brush so much. It is huge. It is this giant soft kabuki brush, so it blends your makeup so quickly. The fastest face application. I have a couple different foundation brushes. I sort of rotate between them all, and whichever one is clean is the one that I grab. This one I was grabbing constantly. It hasn't been clean in a while, but now that it is clean, you'll probably see this a lot in my next few videos. Within the basics category, there is a subcategory, which is skincare. That's really going to be up to you, the products that you love, the products that you use up. I don't have a lot of skincare on my list because I am personally changing out all of my skincare and I'm going full-on medical grade with everything. I'm working with an esthetician, so I'm still working it out and trying to figure out the right items, which is why I recently had a little bit of a breakout. I had just started my new regimen, so of course my skin was reacting. Now that's gone down and I'm starting to really like everything. I'm going to wait. I want to test everything out, give it at least 28 days before I can review, but I will do a skincare video at some point in the future. But right now, I don't really have a lot of skincare on my list because that's the direction that I'm going. I do have a couple items though. The Fresh Soy Cleanser, that's one thing that I haven't changed. I still have my strawberry scrub, my soy cleanser. I swear by them. I go through them so much. I just love them. But for you, that could be whatever cleanser works for you. And then I also have the Clinique Take the Day Off Balm. I recently went through mine, so I need another one. I also have the Eve L'Homme Cleansing Balm. I really like it, so I'll probably use that up, although I'm probably almost done with that one at this point. But if you have never tried the Clinique Take the Day Off Balm, it is a game changer. And I remember hearing people rant and rave about it, and I thought, is it really that great? And then I tried a little sample, and yes, it is that amazing. It melts your makeup off. Before I get into the shower, I just smear it all over my face, give it a nice massage. It's so gentle. It works on face makeup and eye makeup. And right now Sephora has a great little set. So you can get the original Take the Day Off Balm for $30, but they also have a little value. So you can get the Take the Day Off Balm with a deluxe size sample for I believe the same price. So whatever you do, if you add this item to your cart, make sure you're getting the value set. The next category is my personal favorite. It's special treats. That's what I am calling these non-essential items that you don't need, but perhaps you've been thinking about them, and now might be the perfect time to pick them up because you can save some money. So the first item on the list is this Gucci lipstick. This is what I'm wearing today. It's Blaze of Noon and it's the satin finish. It's so creamy and luxurious. I'm obsessed with this shade. I think this is the perfect nude. So beautiful. I'm slowly but surely making my way down the tube. If you are interested in any of the Gucci lipsticks, I would recommend checking out the Gucci website. They have every shade swatched on models with different skin tones. That way you can get the best idea of what it would look like on you. That was really helpful whenever I was first ordering these. Now that they're available at Sephora, it's even easier to order, so it's great. I topped that off today with my favorite Tom Ford lip gloss. This is shade 14 Crystalline. It's a beautiful, light, pale nude. It looks beautiful on top of a nude lipstick. It looks beautiful on top of a lot of different lipsticks actually, but at $55 for a lip gloss, this falls into the treat category. It's a great time though if you've had your eye on any of the shades. I also picked out my Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Beauty Light Wand. I love this cream highlighter. It is so beautiful, one of my favorites. The only reason this didn't go on the basics list is because I'm sure the majority of people watching this own multiple highlighters. And it's just not a product that you're gonna go through that quickly. So you don't need this highlighter, I'm sure. But it's really beautiful. It's gorgeous. It looks so smooth on the cheeks. It doesn't accentuate texture. One of the most beautiful face products that I own. If I didn't already have this, I would be picking one up myself. And they have a couple different shades, so there is something for every skin tone. Here's a product that's on my wish list. This is the Pat McGrath Labs Blitz Trance Lipstick. These shades look so pretty. I marked Skin Sane, Shimmer Cool Mauve with a golden sheen. A couple of them look shimmery, and then a few of the shades look full-on glittery. I'm not sure I would want the glitter, but I do like the idea of a light shimmer, and this pinky nude shade looks really pretty, but I'm sort of sold on the tube. The gold glitter, it just looks so glamorous and fabulous. I also have one of the Pat McGrath Labs eyeshadow palettes on my list, Bronze Seduction. This palette looks so interesting. It's sort of unique, but wearable at the same time. It's really striking. At $125, I haven't purchased any of her palettes in the past. I would maybe consider purchasing it with a discount. I think these colors are really beautiful. This would be a special treat for sure. I have a few other Gucci Beauty products. Their mascara L'Obscure. It looks like it's coming to stores June 5th. But it is available online. I also mentioned this during the Saks sale. I did not pick it up then. I'm starting to run low on some of my mascaras. I do think this is sort of a treat. You know, it's not a mascara that you know is going to be amazing, but maybe worth trying. And then they also came out with a powder eyebrow pencil. I think this is coming home with me. They don't have a ton of shades, and the shades that they do have all say blonde. It's like light blonde, dark blonde. Like, where are all the brunette shades? I'll probably go with color 4, dark brown. They retail for $32, which is right there on par with other luxury brow products. I don't necessarily think you need to spend a lot of money on brow products, but it's a treat. It's something new. I'd like to try it out for myself. When I was browsing the Sephora website to create my list, I saw this Marc Jacobs Beauty Highliner Liquid Gel Eyeliner. And it looks like it has pretty decent reviews, but they have a fuchsia, this vivid pink, and there were a couple photos of looks that people had created, and I thought that looked so interesting. I don't own anything like this. Who needs a pink liquid eyeliner? Nobody. But it looks really pretty, and I think for spring, summer, especially with all of the eyeshadow palettes that have been released, this could be beautiful and so much fun. It's $27, so it's not going to be crazy expensive, especially with the discount. And then, of course, it's the perfect time to choose your favorite Tom Ford eyeshadow palette. I feel like this is a must for the list because nobody wants to spend $88 on an eyeshadow quad. But some of the Tom Ford quads are really beautiful and they're just worth owning. So I have African Violet in my shopping cart. Although I might hold off because I'm waiting for the Shade and Illuminate palettes to come out. They're available right now on the Tom Ford website, but I want points. If I'm gonna spend that much money on a makeup product, I want my loyalty points. So I'm going to wait until it comes to Neiman Marcus or Nordstrom, somewhere like that. Sephora even. I'm not sure they will be there in time for the sale, but fingers crossed, you never know. Next is hair care. So the number one item I have to recommend is the T3 World Trio. I picked this up last December when they had a similar sale because it was marked down to $250 and then I did receive like 20% off, something like that. Amazing. Highly recommend. If you don't already have a heat styling tool like this, it is well worth it. It's how I achieve these waves, and I think I've used it every single week to style my hair. I have not styled my hair without it. I was using a hair straightener and I never really touched that straightener. The only time I pull out my hair straightener now is to just fix the little baby hairs around my face that get crazy. The best part about the T3 is that you can control the heat setting. So I style my hair on level 2, which is pretty low. I think it's 2 out of 5. that's amazing. To me, that is a difference maker. I need to have something where I can control the heat to help limit the amount of heat damage. I'm obsessed with mine. The next item is for all you blondes out there. This is the Christoph Robin Shade Variation Mask in Baby Blonde. This is the item that I originally wanted to purchase from Nordstrom when they were holding 25% off, but it had been removed from their website, coincidentally. Now it's back. And it's so funny because people have told me before that they've looked for certain items and they're gone during a sale, but then they immediately come back, and I thought, no, that doesn't happen. Retailers wouldn't do that. They're not sneaky. And then it happened to me. So I ended up picking up the Oribe Purple shampoo, which is fine. I'm sure it'll be amazing and I'll love it. But I'm obsessed with this mask. I've tried little sample packets, and it's really great. It helps to tone the hair, gets rid of the brassiness, but it also leaves your hair feeling very smooth. Another hair mask that I'm looking at is the Kiehl's Sunflower Color Preserving Deep Recovery Pack. They cannot keep this in stock at Nordstrom. When I was with Nordstrom, I would smell this mask and it always smelled amazing. And I thought, ooh, I want to get that, but I would have to order it online, and I was just always too lazy to do that. So I've never ordered it. I have tried it and it's really nice. The smell is incredible. And this one is only $25. And you get a nice big tub. It's 8.4 ounces. So it's half the price of the Christoph Robin. Of course, you're going to get the nourishment, but you're not going to get the toning with the purple. The last item I have here for hair is the Olaplex Hair Perfector number 3. This is the treatment. It repairs and strengthens all hair types. $56, it's a $70 value. They have some limited edition bottle. It's an 8.5 ounce bottle. $56 is still pretty pricey, so if you can save some money, this would be amazing. I love Olaplex. My hairstylist uses Olaplex. She does a treatment. She mixes the treatment into my color, or maybe the toner. I don't know, she mixes it in, but then if I ask her to, she'll also do a separate treatment, and it lasts for a really long time, and I can feel such a difference. My hair no longer feels like hard and stiff. It just feels really soft and manageable. Like you can easily style it. The last category is fragrance, and then I'm going to share a couple items that are on my list right now. So the first fragrance I would recommend is D&G number 3, L'Imperatrice. I love this fragrance. It is so perfect for spring, summer. It's an oldie, but a goodie. And this is a recent discovery for me. I found this kind of randomly. I had gone into Sephora right before they closed down, and it was the one fragrance that as soon as I smelled it, I was like, wow, oh my gosh. It is so beautiful. I also really love the new Dolce & Gabbana Shine. This is a brand new fragrance. It's so beautiful. It's also a fruity floral, but it is so bright and it's sort of warm and sensual as well. I think this would be beautiful for special occasions. It could also be worn daytime, but I think it could also be a really great evening fragrance for spring, summer. And then of course, I love the shimmering body oil. I also have Soleil Blanc, but this is Soleil Neige. I think this is one of the best beauty products from Tom Ford, so I would highly recommend picking it up during the sale. I just love a body oil. This isn't going to be for everybody, but if you wear a lot of short skirts, short dresses, something off the shoulder like this. Here's another new favorite. I discovered Sun Saint from Penrose. Ugh, it is so beautiful. It's lime, coconut, I think sea salt. It's vacation. It is vacation in a fragrance. They captured it beautifully. I can't get enough of this fragrance, so I picked up the little travel spray. They also have a candle on the Penrose website, which I think it would make a beautiful room fragrance as well. But they have a shimmering body oil, so I think that might end up coming home with me. It's so nice. I'm addicted. I can't stop smelling this. I really hope this video doesn't become too long, but I do want to share a couple of the items that I plan to pick up, because when I make recommendations, they're recommendations for you guys, but they're not necessarily the things that I'm going to purchase. So I'd like to share my current list. I have the Saint-Tropez Extra Dark. I'm obsessed with the 2-Hour Express Mousse. That's generally what I use to sunless tan. I have never tried their Extra Dark. I'm really excited to try it, so I might as well. I mean, now's as good a time as ever. The Farsali Glass Skin. If any of you guys have tried this product, please comment. Please let me know. It has great reviews. They have a lot of different elixirs, and you might have seen them on Instagram. They've kind of become famous from social media, but the glass skin in particular looks really beautiful. It's meant to give your foundation just a glow. I am going to pick up a hair mask. I haven't decided between the two, either the Christoph Robin or the Kiehl's. The Gucci mascara, the Gucci eyebrow pencil, I will probably end up getting those. The Pat McGrath Labs eyeshadow palette. I'm so torn because I don't typically use big palettes, which is why I've always avoided them. And then this year I picked up 2 big palettes. I also have the Supergoop Glow Screen on my list. I don't know if you guys have seen this product, but it has a little bit of a luminous glow. It looks really pretty. I always really love Supergoop sunscreen products. I have the Unseen sunscreen in my cabinet. I know they have a matte version. They're great. Underneath makeup, you can use it as a primer, but this glow version looks really pretty. It's new. I might end up picking up that Sun Saint Shimmer Mist just because I love a shimmery body oil mist situation. I think the scent is so beautiful and it really does just transport me to vacation. I feel like I'm on vacation whenever I spray that fragrance, so I think that would be really nice. And then I'm toying between 2 Gucci fragrances, Gucci Guilty, the gold bottle. They also have Gucci Rush on the website. That is a blast from the past. I remember wearing Gucci Rush in high school. It's been such a long time. And I don't know, as soon as I saw that, I thought, ooh, that would be sort of fun to add to my collection again because I haven't owned that fragrance in a very long time. Who knows what will happen? I'm still undecided. This was the preliminary round, so I'm going to rework my list, go through my fragrance collection, go through all of my makeup again, kind of reorganize everything and take an inventory, see the things that I want because I need them and the things that I want because I just want to treat myself. So I'll probably choose a couple things from both sides. Both categories should be represented in my shopping cart, but I cannot wait. Hopefully you enjoyed this video and you found it helpful and you feel inspired now. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Leave me your comments, your questions down below. As always, I will be linking everything mentioned, everything on my face down in the description box for your convenience. And for more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell.